Welcome back. We're talking about ways that we can be heart healthy, not only in the month of February, but also for the rest of our lives. We were talking a little bit about exercise. You guys said you just switched to those standing desks too at your workplace. Yes, we are. You know, most of us has some kind of a standing desk now, and we wear gym shoes, as we talked about. And that's another thing. If you have a gym shoe, you are more likely to do some exercise, right? And you have it close to the door, the most likely you will put it on. So having a gym shoe, putting it on, walking more, it's really healthy for you. The recommendation is though 150 minutes in a week. 150 minutes is not so easy to achieve. You know, it requires 5 days, 30 minutes of walk or some kind of exercise. I have a little joke about it. I do believe, and not everybody agrees with it, you don't need to be a marathon runner, but you do need to sweat. If you don't sweat, your heart rate doesn't go up enough, and you don't get the benefit of the aerobic exercise. It doesn't mean that walking is not good for you. Obviously, it is very good. But try to get and more recommendations now for so-called interval training. So even for a couple minutes or a couple half minutes even, try to increase your heart rate, then go back and walk in normal heart rate. So that has a lot of benefits also, we know that.
Plus the endorphins and all that stuff. And, let's go back to the diet for a minute, because I think there's so many changes you could make. So if you were to say, okay, here's the one thing you could do that would make the single biggest impact, what would that be?
I think it's clearly avoiding any sugary drinks. And we are trying to do that now for children also in schools. Most of the schools now at least try to stop any kind of soda drinks, any kind of sugary drinks, anything but not 100% fruit juice. Even that one we say should be replaced by real fruits rather than the fruit juice. It's not good for their teeth and not good for them as habits and not good for any of us. So if that's one thing, that would be very important. We don't talk about it enough, but it's also true for the alcohol. The alcohol contains a lot of sugar. So if you can watch that and avoid that, you are just as good as not having those Cokes or the sweet.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's being mixed together too. So by eliminating one and hopefully eliminating another, it can make you feel better.
And replace it with water. When you drink the water, you know, especially the colder water, your body has to actually process it somehow, and that helps actually weight loss also.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Doc. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right, stay with us when we come back. We'll talk about organizing the kitchen right after this.